But tonight, it's all about my man, Coach Gould, in the building. All right, let's bring him in. We got a lot to talk about. If you don't know Andre Gould, you don't know North Carolina hoops. You're not in the loop, but you're lucky tonight. We're going to bring him in tonight. Y'all ready? Let's get ready for Big Noob Andre Gould. Let's get him out. Coach Gould.
What up, G?
Coach Gould, I ain't interrupt your dinner, did I?
Man, you good, man. You good, man.
Coach, like, look.
Hey, man, you said we keep it real.
Yeah.
We just not getting out the gym.
Yeah, hey,
Woo.
Coach said, look, I appreciate your show and
Hey,
inviting me on.
y'all the ones started me on this country stuff, man, when I came to New York.
Hey, let me tell you, I told my guys earlier today, I said, look, I tried, let me tell you that, I tried to watch him in other interviews, but
Yeah.
they were so dry. I'm sorry, Coach, I couldn't get past 5 minutes. I said, look here, I got to let him know that ain't how we get down over here.
Man.
You know
Man.
We keep it real over here now.
Hey, dude, listen, man, we've been doing them Zoom calls with Andre Great and UNC Greensboro and CY and them and John Richardson, them guys, man.
Yeah.
Dude, Waddell, Patrice.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's a live after 9, boy. If you ain't ready to relax and hear this real truth, boy, you better get off this thing.
It's like a comedy show. I've been on there a couple
What,
times.
man? You already know, like. Hey, you better have your jokes ready. They might come at you at any time. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look.
Hey, man, hold on. Let me figure out how to put this do not disturb thing, man.
We gonna work with them a little. you got it?
All right. You know, I'm still, my coach is getting on me because,
Right.
I'm a throw it now. They're making me go all iPhone pads, iPhone,
Hey, look,
iPhone, MacBooks.
I knew we were gonna have a good time. When I was on the Zoom call, I saw you laying there with a bucket of chicken. Oh, wait a minute now. I think.
See, there you go. That was Waddell, man. That was not me, man. Don't do that. That was Waddell, man. That was Waddell, man.
What else? I don't know, man. I thought it was you, man. That's why.
Man, we eat Mount fried chicken over here, man. We don't eat that Kentucky fried chicken stuff, man.
Say we don't do KFC no more.
Nah, man, we all about Mount fried chicken, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're in the Winston area, but you know my people over there. I'm from there. Well, I ain't gonna say I'm from there, but I have my family reunions used to be there. So
okay.
So you know Charles, right? I'm sure you know Charles.
Charles hot dog?
No, the hot dog, yeah.
Come on, man. No, you talking to Winston, man.
Well, my cousin owns Charles.
See, me and Papa, we talk all the time, man.
Right.
We tell her, I said, boy, look here, man. I keep telling people, boy, y'all look at Lamont now with that smile and his professional that little backdrop. Oh, get that man cranked up now. Anybody that's gonna walk down to eat Charles hot dog, them real people, bro.
Hey, you real people, you eat Charles now.
What? Come on, man.
Man, I grew up on, look, every time I come to Winston, I stop at Charles and get a to-go bag to go.
See, people don't know about that, man. You go in there and get you a hot ham and cheese, a bologna sandwich. They don't know about that stuff over there, man. Ice cream that you can still dip.
Yeah. Hey, look, next time you in there, my whole family, they work in there because my cousin owned it. So
me?
Brian, that's my
that's my dude, man.
That's my first cousin, man.
Listen, man, B and his son, Lil B.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, they're my people, boy. They're my people.
Brian, Daddy, and my mama are brother and sister.
I said, listen, man, it's interesting. People don't realize it's real talk. It's interesting, like how he took over the place that he was working in. That was his high school job, remember?
Yeah.
And then the guy that owned Charles sold him on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Vine bought one of them, and like it's a staple, like it's a historic spot in our city now.
Yeah, man.
You know what
I'm
I'm saying to
proud
you?
of him, man. I'm
Man,
proud of him.
who you telling, man? Real talk.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he do right by the community, man. And people love him over there, boy.
Yeah, that's my first
And it's the
cousin.
last one standing, man.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
nobody's
yeah,
gonna let that place fall, bro.
yeah. He hanging in there, man. He hanging
I'm
in there.
telling you. I'm telling you.
So for the people that don't know you, tell them who I'm talking to.
Man, you talking to Andre Gould, the new coach at QEA. Y'all see that, right? Can y'all see that?
Now,
Now this is something new for me. Cause first of all, I'm a Kappa.
Pop told me you was a big time Kappa.
Right. I mean, big time. So catch me in purple and gold.
You might well throw it up now.
No, well, you already know now. We're gonna throw it to yours. But if you think I'm gonna break my arm, that ain't gonna happen. So all these little puppies out here, I ain't throwing them no crooked arms, none of that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying to you? So but real talk, man. New coach at QEA started, at 17 Prep as far as the head coach was concerned, was over at RJ Reynolds, city kid in New York. I'm sure we'll get into more of that later. As you start asking me some questions and things of that nature, but just a real down-to-earth dude that just believe in helping his kids and let's get it going. You know what I'm saying? So you can start. I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah, that's
if you want me to go get a shirt and tie on and be studious, let me know now. We'll put you on pause. I'm gonna switch it up real quick.
Nah, we ain't got that 45 minutes.
Okay, then you got the real Coach Gould there.
Yeah. So look, Coach, you were a football player, right?
Right.
Just like me, I was a football star, but we ended up in basketball. How'd you end up in basketball?
Man, listen. I thought I was a baller. Right. Like you're a scout, right? You do your thing. And, you college coaches rely on you.
Right.
So I thought I was a baller. Just like most kids coming up. Hey,
wait a minute, we talking about football or basketball?
Basketball first. I'm gonna tell you how I got into football. That's what I'm telling you. I thought we gonna keep it real now. So I'm out there, I'm playing a scouting. God rest his soul, Art Blevins. We just lost a great one in our community, by the way, man. You know Art Blevins.
Yep.
He used to let me go down there in the little PE shorts and the little purple shirt, When you was post, everybody had the little, you depended on Salvation Army, whoever gave you a uniform, that's what you played in.
That's what you played in, yeah.
So, we out on the blacktop, we playing the whole night. I get to high school, 7th, 8th grade, I'm trying to make the team. I finally get to high school. Back then it was 19. It wasn't, 9 through 12 because they changed it to 86. I get there, I get to Atkins High School. And I run into the realest dude I ever met in my life.
Right.
He ended up being a principal. His name was Dan Pickett. I'm out there, I'm hitting jump shots. Like, okay, I'm hitting jump shots.
Right.
But for some reason, I just couldn't get back on D like everybody wanted me to. You know what I'm saying? But I come back down offense, set a good screen. I'm wide open. Right. I ain't know they were leaving me open on purpose.
Right.
I'm knocking down jump shot. Ask anybody now, I can shoot a jump shot.
Right.
I hit the jump shot. Boom. They coming back. I'm trying to get back on defense. They come back on offense. I'm like, what's going on? So Coach Pickett at the time walked up to me after, he came up to me, Coach was getting ready to make. He said, look here. He said, son, I'm gonna tell you something. Boy, you can shoot that ball. You can shoot that ball. And I know you think you can play. I said, yes, sir. He said, if you make this team, I'll keep you on this team. But you're gonna be like the 13, 14, 15 man. That means you ain't gonna be playing. He said, but I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Right.
Big boy, you need to take your big ass out to that football field. and the rest was history. I looked him dead and I said, sir, Coach Pickett, and you guys know Coach Pickett, that crazy man, but a good dude, but he was genuine. I looked Coach Pickett dead and I said, Coach Pickett, I guess you're right. It's about time, because every time I went back on defense, I was coming back on offense.
Oh, God.
So I went out to the football field, man. Every time I got challenged, people told me I couldn't do something. I was like, nah, man, I'm going to figure this out. So I went out and played high school football, man, had a great career. How everybody got a story, man. But
Right,
I had
right,
a
right.
great career, man, on the football field. Then I went to college, and guess what I realized?
What's that?
Too much damn working football at college level. And I went to HBCU. It was too many pretty girls. So
Right, right,
it was too
right,
many, man.
right.
I saw these pretty boys stepping with some canes. Every time they started stepping, they had all these pretty girls running up on them. I'm like, man, I need
Right.
that lifestyle.
Hold on. Come on now, Gould. Now you mean to tell me you didn't join the fraternity for the history and
Listen, man. Listen, okay? Listen. Bro, I knew prior to the day I die. You understand me? I'm telling you, I'm a Kappa man. But
Right,
when I first got to school,
right,
man, I didn't know nothing about. I learned how to say the right stuff
right,
at the time. But at the time, I saw them dudes with them girls
right, right,
draped all over them.
right.
Oh man, whatever y'all doing, I didn't be part of that club. I didn't
That was
know.
motivation.
Yeah, I didn't know it was like a fraternity. I was like, whoo, we got to do all this. Get these girls.
Oh God. So
No, man, but I had a good time, man.
you had to go. You had to go. That's when getting in was kind of rough, right? So
Everything about life was rough then.
yeah. So
You got to understand that you coming through that movement now. You coming through the Black Power movement.
yeah.
You still got remnants of it. It's the mid '80s, the whole now. You know what I'm saying to you? And then I mean, life got serious for me, man. I ended up, I'll go to a little bit of history myself, man. Real talk, real quick. I stated before I came to New York. I was really, really young kid when I came down. Independence. I come to the South, man. You had to join something, boy, because these white
Yeah.
folks were not playing down here, man. Listen to me.
That's right. It's different. It was
You know
different.
what I'm saying? In New York, I'm used to holding hands with Jewish girls, Caucasian girls, Latinos, Hispanics, Haitians. It didn't matter what you were. It's the melting pot mecca of the world.
Right.
I'm used to my independence, walking to school, jumping on subways by myself. I
Yep.
might be in Brooklyn, back on and Staten Island, getting on the ferry boat by myself at 9, 10 years old. And that's the way
Right.
it's still taught that way up there now.
Yep. Yep.
You got kids down here, you be looking at them like, nah, man, y'all, mom and daddy don't let them grow up until they're 21.
Right.
So how I go down here. And you know how listen, you've been up top. We call
Yep.
it up
Yep.
top down here. You've been up top. So,
Yep.
but when I came down here, man, you want to talk about, like I tell people before, like it was a culture shock for me. You can't look the girls in the eyes. You better not roll against a white girl. I'm sorry to use
Yep.
that word or Caucasian because the culture was different. Jesse Helms, Strong Thurman, all them guys. But people say
Man.
what they won't say. Them most racist senators you ever seen in your life.
Man.
All the way down
Strong
to
Thurman and
Montgomery.
Jesse Helms and Strong Thurman are two of the worst
Notorious,
men
bro.
ever. Yeah. Yeah.
Notorious. You know what I'm saying to you? I mean, it's just what it was. So, it was a culture shock for me. It was a
Mm-hmm.
culture shock. And then, I thought we was down here temporarily. And then my mother ended up getting shot in front of me.
No.
And yeah. Look, it made me who I am today. By
Yeah.
jealous boyfriend. So we ended up staying down here. So she raised me from a wheelchair down here from that point on because she got paralyzed. And so I learned a lot. I learned a lot how to move. I learned how to network down here. I learned my grind from her. Everything. And she didn't play. From schools to everything. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and she knew I love sports, so she used that to make sure that I got my academics and stuff out of the way. So that's just a little bit of history on me. And then I went to Self State, like I told you. I know we was playing earlier. Got on campus, and I had great mentors all the way through these processes. I had mentors like Art Blevins, Lewis Lowry, then my cousin Tony. Then I got college. I had Dr. Madeline Scales and Al Roseborough and Bill Hayes and then Clarence Big House Gaines. And I believe that's where, overall, I got the love of it. But I still didn't know if I was going to be a coach. And that never crossed my mind at that time. And then, I meet people like Tim Grant and all these guys, and you look up all these guys, and all these guys are prominent or have been prominent within our community. You know, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
realize how prominent they was at the time because you don't really pay attention to it like that in
Right.
detail. So, but you know, that's how I came up, and then you know, I got into coaching, you know, by accident.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know, I thought it was by accident because I didn't want to do it. You know, I had just flunked out of school, being one of the social advocates. That's what I tell you know, I tell my players now. You know, it's hard to be a student athlete, or you're gonna be a student and a socialite, or you're gonna be a social advocate. I was a social advocate.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying too? I went to school, wanted to be in all the parties, be in everything,
Mm-hmm.
and didn't take care of my classwork and ended up
Mm-hmm.
flunking out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of the biggest learning lessons for me in life. And then as I was sitting out, you know, I met a guy named well, I didn't meet him. You know, he was one of my mentors. And this, you know, I don't think things happen by chance. I think they happen by design.
Right.
And I was in a McDonald's chilling one day and saw, you know, Coach Willie Ashford. He coached Little League football. And he was like, look, what you doing? You know, you need to come over, watch us practice and all that. But he was like, you know, a man that I respect. And I was like, nah, I ain't coming. I'm good. They're like, nah, come over. You know, you can just tell I was doing that. You know how it is. I mean, you in this business. You ask a
Yeah.
kid, former player, hey, man, what you doing now? Yeah, I'm finna go back to school, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm be playing all that. You get the same stories over
Right.
and over again. Like 10 years later,
Yeah.
yeah, man, you know, I'm getting back in school this week.
They
You know,
tell you the
same
same
old. So
thing.
I had the same story. That's what I tell my players all the time. Man, I don't want to hear it. Everybody got a story.
Right.
It's
That's
what you
right.
do with your story
That's
that
right.
defines you and who you're going to become. So he made me promises. And one thing he knew about me then, same way I am now. If I give you my word, no, my word is my bond. And you can lock it, you can put it, you can throw it away. I'm gonna be in place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he made me say, "Give me your word." I was like, "All right, pops, I'll be there." Sure enough, the next day I went to the Little League football field, saw how detailed it was, and you know, like I tell, and I'll be laughing about it to this day. The dude had, I tell people again today, the dude had playbooks in Little League football for special teams. He had plays for special teams, like
Right.
kickoff returns.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I said, "What?" You know, like you got plays for how to score a touchdown, the kickoff return. You just gonna catch it and run?
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So again, you know, it just taught me a lot because you were late, he was on their tails. You missed an assignment, he was on your tail. He was charting everything. Like I'm looking around like this dude tripping. But
Right.
after he got through practice, he's like, "Yo, what you think?" I was like, "Yeah, man, it's all right, you know, cool." He said, "You gonna come back tomorrow?" I said, "No, I doubt it, but I'll see." But all that next day, I'm driving around the city again with nothing to do.
Right.
Still talking about
Right.
going back to school. Whoever asked you. And
Right.
all I could think about was 5 o'clock. I can't wait till 5 o'clock get here. I'm gonna go back out there and see, you know, the little team again. So I go back out there. I did it for like 3 or 4 days in a row. And he finally said, "You want to coach?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll give it a try." And it took off from there. You know what I'm saying? Then I coached Little League football, and then I got the bug in basketball, which was always my first love. I was just good enough to play football. You know what I'm saying to you? But I wasn't passionate about it. I was good enough to do it because I just had the ability. But my
Mm-hmm.
love still was always my love, which was basketball.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I coached my brother, my little brother's team. He was playing YBA. And I was actually my wife's brother, but he's my brother because we've been together since he was 5. And he laughs about that to this day. So I coached him. And Coach Rod is with CP3. I told him one day, I said, "Hey, man, listen, back then you had the YMCA. I said, stay away from the tryouts because you got the draft. So if you didn't show up, you just got to pick a player. Like, and I told him, I said, I'll take all the players that wasn't at the draft." So, and I knew he was in the draft. But that was my first time recruiting. So I can say it
Yeah.
now.
Right.
You know, when you're in
Right.
the public school system, everybody
Right.
just talk about it, but nobody really acknowledge it. So anyway, started with him, had some success, and then I got into AAU Carolina Hornets, and then I
Okay.
started coaching my own team. with Cliff Crawford in North Carolina Select, Danny Gates, all the kids were on, Carlos Dixon, and we had a squad. Rob was on the team that played at Southern, and then John Allen got sick and wanted me to take over Kappa Magic, and then he ended up recovering like, it was heaven sent. I'm saying it because he was another mentor that was in my ear all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had good mentors. Like I was with the Horns, I had Walter Fay and those guys, and then when I got it, and I ended up coaching. I'm sorry, let me back up and say I coached high school football as well. And another by chance, Jim Spiegel was my high school football coach I told you about. And he saw me and said, "What you doing?" I was like, "Look, man, because I had been trying to get into coaching high school sports at this time. Because I've been in Little League for 4 years. And I was just trying to get into any means necessary. I was trying to volunteer, like, let me volunteer for y'all, whatever the case may be. And everybody was like, nah. Now they're slamming the door shut and all that kind of stuff like that. So I ended up getting in it. Spivey was like, "What you doing?" I was like, "Man, I want to coach high school sports, but, ain't nobody letting me in the door, so I'm just going to keep coaching Little League." He told me the same thing. They asked, "Come by the school." I wrote, "What school?" He said, "Andre Gould." I was like, "Shoot, okay." So I went by that Monday, introduced me to the head football coach, took me up introduced me to Howard West, told Bowman, "Well, this is going to be a new coach." I was like, "Dang, is that easy?" So he gave me a chance to as well. And, the rest is history, man, isn't it? I worked hard. God's found favor in me. And that's because real talk. And I tell people this any day of the week. At the end of the day, man, I'm going to put these kids first.
Yeah.
I don't care if you like me, don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm going to put these kids first, man. And, I feel like everybody's got a season. Whatever you do, just do it to the best of your ability. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
And that's just where I'm at. I'm at the point now. And I'm shortening because I know we don't have a lot of time today. I know we got like 30 minutes or so, but, that's how I got started. That's how I sustained myself because I've always been true to my gift and what God's wanted for me. And then I got a great staff. When I tell you I got a great staff, man, listen to me. People say, like, when I went to QEA, "You taking your whole staff?" "Yeah, I'm taking the whole team.
Right.
Everybody going with me. I'm taking all of my guys." And with that situation, just to talk about that a little bit. I know everybody like that. How you live at QEA? Well, I ended up at QEA because I knew that once I prep, I ran my race there, and I knew it was time to go. I thought I was gonna leave last year, but I had a great kid, Stephen Minor, and D'Angelo, Lavalas, and then I just had some players that I just wasn't bad as I wanted to leave, and I was really, really close to leaving, like go on, give me take another job, and then God just said, "No, you got to stay." And then this year, all the ups and downs that we went through, and I was just saying to myself, "Lord have mercy, you didn't bring me back for this." And he was like, "Yeah, I brought you back exactly for this, but it prepared me for where I'm at now." And I didn't see it, you know what I'm saying to you? But what I didn't do was I didn't turn my back on God's word, and I didn't turn my back on his assignment for me, even though it frustrated me. And I questioned it like, "Dang, really, man, you want me to go through this year?" But I knew it. I just kept saying to myself, and I kept telling my staff, and we encouraged each other, like, "Look, man, look, we didn't come here to fail. It's the reason why we're doing all these things." And so, after the COVID shut us down this year, we ended up being claimed co-champs and things. I already knew I resigned. I'm gonna step down from being the head basketball coach at One Cell Prep, and I was just gonna teach. Just chill this year and just next year see what's gonna happen out there for me. Then I got a call from one of our admins. They told me come over. When I come over, sit down again. Antonio Stevenson, a guy that I had been mentoring, asked me, "Look, come sit down with the CEO. Let's talk a little bit." And I'm like, "Nah, I ain't coming over. I ain't messing with the QEA. Now, come on, Coach Gould, QEA, think about this now." He's like, "Please, come over."
Right.
So I was like, "All right." He's like, "Just give me your word. Do this one for me." I was like, "All right, cool." And so when I got in there, sat down, met with the CEO, and just listened to her vision and what she thought. And then I'm sitting there saying to myself, like, "Now I already resigned now." I'm sitting there saying to myself, "Shit, like her vision is my vision. Like she gets it. Like it's a clear-eyed view." You know what I'm saying to you? And we talked, a couple more times, and it's kind of like that fishing boat story about Jesus. I ain't getting in the boat till Jesus come on. And then the third time, the boat that came by and left you, you drowned. You go to heaven like, Jesus, why you didn't save me? And he said, fool, I sent your boat 3 times. You didn't get on neither one of them. So the third time I talked to him, I said to myself stuff like, what are we here for? Like, God's already giving you a new assignment. Let's take this assignment and let's go to work. You know what I'm saying? To the QEA, when I got over there, when I really, really saw it, I mean, the campus is immaculate. And the education is, to me, in my opinion, is second to none. And what made me more proud than anything, man, was that, I've always fought the stigmatism in prep, you know what I'm saying to you? But we keep putting kids out of school. They want test scores. And, we've had, 5 valedictorians, 3 salutatorians, and, all our kids qualified and graduated every player. And all that lined up with what QEA was doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we got this hidden gem in our city. You know what I'm saying to you? So we're going to go in and we're going to revamp it a little bit and do what they're asking me to do. And so, I accepted the challenge. I accepted the challenge to go in and just make sure that QA was always the focal point. And I still try to do it now. And I know I'm there. I know I have a name, and I get it. But at the end of the day, from day one, I went in selling QEA to school, not Coach Gould. Understanding when you come in, you got a great school. It's for us, by us. It's prospering. It's a $13 million campus. You look at it, man. I mean, again, like you're like, wow, everything about it. And then you got the support of. I got the support of our faculty, our staff, from the academic side. We're gonna take care of the athletic side, but you got to make sure that we call it the community now with a Q. We spell it Q community, and we believe in it. The Q, So that's how I ended up there. A lot of people are like, hey, he really went there, yeah. And plus, I needed a challenge. That's what I realized. I needed the challenge of seeing if I could do it at the best level, the highest level that you can offer, quote unquote, in high school. And so we're going to challenge Mount Verdi, and that's what I did at prep. Little old 108 prep. We going to play Oak Hill. Everybody, you crazy? We went there the first time, and I can remember hearing them chants. Still hear them loud as today. The first time I went to Oak Hill, I was hearing down by 30, down by 40, down by 50. I looked at the clock and said, dang, we are down by 50. You know what I'm saying? And if Steve Smith on here, to hear them chants, they went it at a buzzer. That was my goal. Like, we're going to figure out how we're going to beat Oak Hill. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same way I'm at now. I don't want nobody to keep talking about what Mount Verdi doing, ING, and our state. Okay, well, my challenge is make sure our players stay in the state of North Carolina. We're going to offer something. We got plenty of schools, but we're going to offer something in North Carolina that go challenges the Mount Verdis of the world, the INGs, the St. Patty's, all those schools. I want to be that kind of school, and we're going to be that way. And we're working our tails off right now. We're logging long hours. When I tell you long hours, we're getting up at 8 as far as starting. We're up before then, and we just got back in the gym. So, now it'll be up, the coach will be up at 4:30, practice will be at 6. Again, when you building, it don't have no timetable, and then, but, the good thing for me is, my wife been with me for 30 years. All 30 of them, I've been in some form of coaching. And that's the biggest thing. My kids grew up with it, and everybody that knows me around me, you're gonna be involved in it. So, and I'm still a young 53. So I still got a lot left in this tank, and a lot to offer, and a lot to mentor these kids, man. So there you got my story on that one. So just know, QEA, there's no fall off, and we're gonna figure out how to take over.
Okay, all right. Well, y'all heard it from Gould. I don't have to really ask questions. I asked one, and hey, that was 30 minutes. He was able to go 30 minutes. I know. I know it's about time for a Kool-Aid and snack break because
No. We're gonna keep it.
Don't act like you didn't bring the chips.
Come on, man. And you know what they say, man? You just can't eat just one.
So, see, Pop told me, he said, all right, Gould said he down for the interview, but he got to have a Kool-Aid and snack break by
Okay,
halfway.
see,
So
listen to me now. All right, you tell Bug Eyes. You tell Bug Eyes. See, he always trying to slide one in there. All right, you tell Bug Eyes. I need him.
Right.
That is the reason why we call him Poppy.
And look, y'all notice how he ain't stopped eating them chips, though.
Poppy talking about, man, don't believe that. Poppy, that sounds just like you.
We know exactly why. Look, I see why he got the camera down. Like, we know what.
Yeah, man, ain't no flame in my game. Whatever. I'm good over here. Come on, man. Keep talking.
I knew when we were having this interview, we were going to have a Kool-Aid and snack break.
Yeah, man, we good.
We good?
We good. Keep talking, man.
Good, like, don't mind me. I'm going to just eat my chicken.
Yeah, whatever you shoot me, I'll stop asking. You know what I'm saying? Look, this how you know it's real when you wipe your hands out with your sweatpants.
Oh, God.
Hey, I tell my son tomorrow, I said, boy, stop wiping your hands with your sweatpants. You do it.
Oh, God. So,
hey, Reed, shut up, man. Get me out. Reed, shut up, boy.
Hey, we're going to give him a minute to catch his breath. And then, so
I'm
we're going to give you a minute. You all right?
Man, yeah, man, come on. What you think I'm gonna die? I'm good.
Hey, look,
where you at?
Hey, while you were talking, I started sweating. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Hey, man, this is only watching this interview. Because I told Bobby, I said, boy, I'm being around some real people. But I already know these dudes out here gonna be. Hey, Lamont gonna have me rolling. I already knew it. I already knew it.
Know how we do.
Right, man.
This ain't your dry interview.
Yeah, no. See, and the next 3 coaches you bring on here gonna be dry as what? They're gonna be, yes, sir. And I'm telling you.
You know what? I learned. Look. I learned early on not to bring those coaches on here.
Boy, I would say, man, they can't. If you tell the next coach, if he ain't got a Sprite, a cheer wine, or something, he can't get on your interviews. If he can't eat a hot dog, in front of you, he can't get on your interviews. Okay, if he too bougie to put a bag of potato chips up in the camera, that's your litmus test now. This is gonna be your litmus test.
Oh my God! Y'all have to know this guy is crazy. But
hey, man, come on, man. Let's talk some basketball, man. What's up?
Man, I stopped bringing in those dry ones, man. I nodded off twice in my first. I tried to watch yours, man. It was just.
Man, I tried, man. You know what I'm saying? I tried to liven it up, man. But you know how the questions was. And thank you, man. Come on, cause see, everybody gonna talk about I'm taking shots, man. I can't do that, man.
Oh God.
And you got me taking my glass, man. You know I can't see. Come on, man.
Oh boy, y'all got to know this.
Oh,
y'all have got to know this.
What? So, man, y'all, boy.
So, Gould, now you bring in talent every year, like talent. You winning, like what you got, like 6 championships or something?
I got 6. I got 6 with Sam Prep, 3 at Reynolds, and I played for 12 of them. So I'm 9 and 12 overall in championships.
Nah, I can't let you go out like that. It's 9 and 3. Go.
No, I mean I won 9 and 12. That's what I'm saying.
You what?
I won 9 of 12 championships.
Oh, you saying of 12?
Yeah, I won 9 of 12 that I played in.
Oh, okay. Back the camera up a little bit. All I can see is your forehead, man. Back up.
Well,
there you
okay,
go. There you go.
We're good enough. I mean, damn, my head is big.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah. Couldn't see nothing but it. Yeah. But anyway. I was like, damn,
You got my vein coming out, man. Come on.
That's a big one now. But so how do you keep all those egos in check?
What? It's called them lions. Them four corners. Hey, I'll tell you, look here, bro. We're gonna run until I get tired. I go get a chair, sit in the middle of the floor. How long y'all think that's gonna be? Y'all tell me how long it's gonna be before I get tired. But no, real talk, man. Listen, again, I got a coaching staff, man. Listen to me. I got Big Wolf, Little Wolf. You know what I'm saying? I got Grizzly Bear. I'm the Mansion. You know what I'm saying? I got the Quiet Storm. You name it, I got all the personalities you can have. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Ain't gonna be so many egos in that gym.
Right.
I'm just letting you know. And I always tell them, you know, you humble them by when you tell them, look on that wall. You ain't on that wall, ain't much you can tell us.
That's right.
If you on that wall, then I might listen to what you got to say. But if you ain't on that wall, you might as well talk to me. You know, because one, the proof is always in the pudding. And being on a serious note, you know, you get rid of the me mentality. It's always team first, me second mentality with us. You know what I'm saying to you? And we got another saying, effort, toughness, and commitment to the team. You gotta have those things, man. And you know, and then, you know, I ain't for everybody and everybody ain't for me. So we lose some great players too. We gain a lot, we lose some, and it's okay because you're just trying to figure it out. But if you're gonna play for an Andre Gould team, man, the biggest thing that you're gonna have is, you know, you're gonna have somebody that makes sure that we got a family first and that we want to play for each other. And if your teammates can't be happy with you, then you're not a teammate. You're not a good teammate. And if you can't be happy for other people's success, you know what I'm saying? Then again, you're not gonna be a good teammate. So we try to build that camaraderie. We spend a lot of time with our guys on and off the court. We make them spend a lot of time with each other. We communicate a lot. And then we have a lot of meetings, like, you know, everybody got anything on their mind, whatever the case may be. But what you do know is it's a big Thanksgiving table. And, you know, Coach Butler said it best last year. You know, everybody can't cook the turkey. And everybody can't bring all the things. You need paper plates, you need napkins, you need forks. Somebody got to bring the sodas, somebody got to bring the tablecloth. You know, everybody got something they can bring to the table to make it successful, to make it a hell of a Thanksgiving dinner. And that's how you build your team. You build it with confidence, first of all. You got to be confident in who you are. And then we got another saying. We tell our parents, we don't manage expectations. We manage gifts. And so we don't go in trying to get a parent to see, well, let me tell you what my son can do. Well, let me tell you what he's going to do for us.
Right.
And we're firm with that. We're firm with that. Like, nobody's going to run our team but us and those players. Because nobody's at them practices at 6 a.m. but us. Nobody's getting fussed at and drug through that gym and built, you know, we're trying to transfer these kids from boys to men. And a lot of people don't get it because all they want is they see basketball. And, you know, everybody got an NBA son.
Right.
Everybody got a son that's gonna be NBA. Well, it ain't many Harry Giles out here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But what we can do is help the kid possibly get an education for free, if that's his goal, and then get him to the next level and graduate, and then put himself in a position, especially in our culture, in our climate, and in this country. We want to at least give him a fighting chance to be successful, at least be able to take care of themselves. If nothing else, take care of themselves. And that requires that you got to have some paperwork behind you. And that's who it is. And so what we do is we make sure that they understand. We teach a lot of life lessons during practice, in practice, outside of practice, about being a man and making sure that you take care of your business. Go ahead.
I'm glad you're bringing that up because that was one of my questions there. And you mentioned how the climate is in the country now.
Yes.
Especially because you've been mentoring so many young black men.
Yes.
What are some of the things that you teach them in order to face the world outside of basketball?
Well, the biggest thing is you can't listen to the naysayers. Anytime you're a successful black man, you got to first deal with your own community, because your own community gonna go at you hard. That's the first thing. They're not gonna be proud of you. And see, again, I'm from up top in New York. You got what I'm
Yep.
saying? And they made a lot of songs about it. One of them was the smile in your face, the OJs.
Yep.
Remember what I'm saying to you?
Yep.
Got
Yep.
me, but they backstabbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
People do not want to see you win. It ain't just about
That's
winning
right.
on the basketball court. We have a problem in our community of watch each other be successful. We don't want to support black
Yep.
businesses and those things. But I'm totally opposite. I want us to see our people win and be the best. Tired of people stealing our ideas, our athletes, those things, and then they
Mm-hmm.
take the credit for it when we're here. You got what I'm saying to you? Like,
Yeah.
if it ain't up to par, then let's help get it up to par. You got what I'm saying to
Mm-hmm.
you? I can
Yep.
remember when you first started getting me recruited. I'm probably one of the ones that called you. Hey, you need to clean this up. This is what I'm hearing about. You know what I'm saying
Yep.
to you? I can remember
Yep.
those conversations with Poppy as well. Like, I'm for that.
Yep.
Like, we not gonna see, our problem is that we not gonna support each other through our mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
We
That's
make
right.
mistakes and all hell break loose. We gotta support each other through the mistakes, but we'll let other people make mistakes. Just like last week with the fight that happened down in Rock Hill. All
Yeah.
of a sudden,
Mm-hmm.
Sean Williams ain't no good. Well, you running a premier event. Okay, it happened. So let's live through that mistakes. But nobody else is talking about all the other fights that go on in the same arenas, the
Mm-hmm.
weekends before, parents fighting, all this other stuff. You got what I'm saying to you? So those are the
Yeah.
things that I try to teach our young men is that first, you got to get the people in your own community on your team. But then you can't listen to the naysayers that's trying to pull you down. You got to push through those things. And this is what's going to help you
Mm-hmm.
in life. So those are the things that we try to make sure that we instill in our young men. This basketball is
Mm-hmm.
secondary. That ball gonna stop, and it's gonna stop sooner than you think it's gonna stop. Some of you
That's
might get
right.
a chance to go on and make some money. Very. If you get if you get one kid, excuse me, on average, especially for me in the public school system, if I got one kid every 3 or 4 years that can go play professional, come on, man, think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
unheard of.
That's right.
But if I can graduate all my players, whether they play basketball or not, and we've done this, and sent everyone to college with the exception of one. We've given them kids a fighting chance. So I've always built the foundation of, look here, I get it, you're an NBA player, but tomorrow you're gonna be a college student. Today
Mm-hmm.
you come in as an NBA player, and we're gonna work our tail off to make sure it happens. But eventually God gonna decide what you're gonna be. And I
Mm-hmm.
tell people that again. Look, it ain't up to me. My job ain't to choose the gift, it's just to manage the gifts. And so once we manage it, whatever God has for you is going to be for you. So we try to transition them through that stage and making sure that they understand. Day one, they come in, they boys, mama's still holding their hands. The mamas don't want to let them go. To their senior year, the mama's crying like, my baby's so grown now. Yeah, he's supposed to be, because
Mm-hmm.
he got to be able to take care of
Mm-hmm.
himself, mom. And then 10, 15, 20 years from that, when he's 50, when you're still blessed to be on this earth, he needs to be able to take care of you. And
Mm-hmm.
if give you an option of staying with me as my mom or going to a
Mm-hmm.
home. I prefer you stay with me because
Mm-hmm.
I can take care of you because
Mm-hmm.
I've built a solid foundation. And we spend so much time with these kids, man, that we spend 8 to 10 hours a day with these kids. Parents only spending 2 hours, maybe three max quality time a day with
Mm-hmm.
their kids. You know what I'm saying? And that's split up an hour and a half in the morning, hour and a half at night. Because as soon as you get home from school, you practice all that. Hey, come on, such, get a shower, get your work done, go to bed. Wake up in the morning, get him back to me. So it's very vital that you got to pay attention to what we sow into these kids' lives. So everybody I got around me, I make sure that they got the same purpose, and that we want to transition to these student athletes into adulthood the right way. I see
Yeah.
that picture, man. I like that picture. That's my guy right there.
Yeah, yeah,
You finna
yeah.
have me get a soft spot now. I'm too tough for this now.
Right. Now, before we, kind of wrap it up here, Coach, what do you want your legacy to be, Andre Gould, to be when it's all said and done?
Well, that's a tough question, man. Real talk. Like that's a tough question because I really don't know. That changes sometimes. You know what I'm saying to you? But the cliches say honest for sure because I'm always gonna be that. Uh, when I'm 90 years old and my young guys come back and they over my casket, I want them to cry with joy knowing that I had a profound impact, just like the mentors I mentioned to you earlier, from the John Allens of the world, the Willie Ashfords, to Art Blevins, to my cousins Tony, uh, the people that gave me a chance, and they had a profound impact on my life. I want to have that same impact, and that they always knew, in spite of it, that I always had them. I always had their best interests at heart. That's the legacy that I want to leave. The winning, that's great. You know what I'm saying? If you got an ego, I mean, don't get it wrong. I got an ego now. Don't think I don't.
Right, right,
And I made that known earlier when I told you we want to see the Mount Birdies, the Combines, all of them big dogs.
right.
We want to build that same legacy, but the legacy itself, it has to be that everybody knew without a shadow of a doubt. If you came to Andre Gould to talk about those kids, that those kids was always his number one option. His family was his number one option. That he wanted to see everybody win, and that's the way he was gonna go out to make sure that anybody he came in contact with, that he left a lasting impression. We got a saying. I don't do a lot of talking about it, but I tell our coaches all the time. The old song, right? The gospel hymn, right? Said, "May the works that I've done speak for me." Not that I got to tell you, because a lot of people toot their own horn,
Mm-hmm.
and I ain't that guy. I ain't that guy, and I could be. I could be that guy and go out here and just toot it up. That ain't who I am. We're just gonna let the work that we do speak for us, and that's what the legacy that man worked. That man had a profound impact on everybody he came in contact with, and and I'll say this real quick. It even became clear to me after watching my first mentor pass away from cancer, which was Art Blevins, uh, well renowned in our area. But just to hear the people speak so highly of him, it made me even hungrier because I said to myself, again, I'm 53, so I'm definitely giving myself, another 30, 40 years on this earth. That when I leave, will people speak with me the same way that they spoke of him? And or my other mentors when they leave this earth, that's what I want to be because that's the way they taught me.
Well, Go, you've done a great job and influenced a lot of lives in your uh, tenure, and a lot of people respect you, and just as on just beyond the basketball. Yes, you've created a legendary just record in itself, but just as a man, and the fact that you've raised so many people's kids under your wing. Even
Yeah,
one of my employees, Poppy, uh, he always got Gould stories and tell us, how you kept them straight and so forth. So I want to let you know that brother, we appreciate you, and we definitely appreciate you coming on and telling your story and inspiring more people and more kids and so forth. But before I let you go, I know you probably ain't never watched this show before, but before you go, everybody that's watching know we don't just let you go. We don't just let you get out of here with a simple bye. We got to leave you with a little something like a game. So today, game is who you got? We're gonna play verses. I know verses been going on, right?
Okay,
So
okay, let's go.
I want you to tell me who you got. Me and you kind of old school. We like some old school stuff and some new school
Yeah,
stuff.
okay, now,
So I
now I'm
want
getting my popcorn ready.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah, yeah. See, any excuse to get some snacks. You see what I'm saying? I know what my man wants. I know what he wants. So,
Let's go.
he's like, yeah, it's 9:54, snack time.
Yeah, you smell what my wife cooking downstairs right now.
All right, let's go with the first one. Who we got? Gladys Knight or Patti LaBelle? Who you got?
Woo!
Yeah.
Gladys.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Gladys, really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
But I always want to dance. Ooh, ooh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Not the train, boy. Not the train.
Yes, sir. You remember the pimps, man? I was a pimp.
Yeah, man. They were tough. She had some backup. So
yeah.
I'm a Patty girl, a guy though. I love that girl.
Oh no. You know, Patty kick off the stage, her shoes, all that. I was good with all that too now. But
yeah. All right,
you know, Gladys was a little finer back then.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You know, I told you I would. All right, let's go.
She's 76
What?
and she still look good. Yeah, man.
No, when she hit me with the banana pudding on the TV the other day, I was like, what? What you doing for this versus? I don't want to listen no more. I'm good.
All right, who we got next? We got Rakim or Big Daddy Kane?
Oh, Rakim, easy.
Okay.
Easy.
I'm with you there.
Easy.
I'm with you. I'm with you now. I'm with you on that. All right, who we got next? Richard Pryor, Kevin Hart.
Oh, Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you. Me and you together on these now.
Yeah, Richard Pryor. I mean, Kevin Hart funny, but Richard Pryor was the GOAT. Come on.
Trendsetter. Yeah.
Come on, man. That's the reason why Kevin Hart live on TV right now.
Yeah.
Richard Pryor only dude that burnt himself up with cocaine and had the whole country laughing when he talked about it.
Right.
Kevin Hart can't pull it off.
He could talk about burning himself on fire.
What? Come on, man. Busting loose? Come on, man. What's I talking about? What? Huh? Which way is up? Yeah. Come on, man.
All right, who we got? Minister Society or Boys in the Hood?
Ooh, Boys in the Hood. Deep storylines in that. Deep storylines in that. Deep storylines.
It is, but I just love that old dog in Minister Society.
I get you, though, but come on, man. Jody?
I can't.
Think about Boys in the Hood, man.
I love that. I'm America's worst nightmare. I just love that.
I got you. I mean, listen, man. You put up two great ones, though, man. You made me choose, though. But woo.
All right, who we got? Jay-Z or Nas?
Oh, easy for me. Come on. What?
Who?
You really want me to tell you which one?
Tell me which one.
Between Jay-Z and Nas. You don't know?
Nah, who is?
Come on, man. What more can I say? I'm Martha Stewart. Just had the balls to do it. Come on. Huh?
Look at the old school spit. Them young boys on the way.
Come on, man. Don't make me do that, man. Huh? 30's the new 20. I'm so hot still.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Better yards, better automobiles. Better 100 yards. Let us start a new trend. Or what about the one I got stock brokers that's moving like white tops? Huh? We need to place the picture. We need a man. We need a time. We need to place the picture. We need a man. Huh? Come on, man. You're talking to Jay-Z.
Gould ready to go at it, boy.
Man, come on, man. I like Nas, man. Right. He had Ether, but we had a one hot album every 10-year average.
I get you. So you gonna use this? You gonna use the battle rap against him? Oh yeah, that killed him. Right.
No, Nas tough.
Living single,
Martin. Hey, you close.
Yeah.
I mean, I still wake up 3:15 in the morning, listening to that.
Yo, we got 4 more. Who we got? John Chaney or John Thompson?
Woo! You wrong for that.
Yeah, that's a tough one now. That's a tough one. We got two more chip chews.
I'm standing away from that one.
That's a tough one. That's a
Yeah,
tough one.
I can't decide on that, man. That's
So
wrong, man. Don't make me laugh, man. No, bro.
Right. All right, we're going to move on. That was the time. Who we got? Michael Jackson or Prince?
Michael Jackson, come on.
Oh,
The way you make me feel. Come on, man.
Now I'm going with Prince because you just ruined that. All right, who we got next? We got Bernie Mac or Cat Williams?
What? I'm going to whoop it till I get sleepy and I'm wide awake. Huh?
All right, I should have known that's what you were going to say after you said, hey, I'm going to run y'all till I get tired.
Yeah. What?
All right, who we got? Last one, Tupac or Biggie?
Ooh.
I thought that would be easy for you being as you up top.
I'm up top, but you gotta understand, man. Let me tell you something. Boy, that boy right there named Tupac, boy. That boy was a deep lyricist, man.
Yeah,
Biggie was a great storyteller.
Yeah.
That boy Tupac had to think it mentally, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why you got conscious rappers out here now.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Biggie was more street anthems. Deep, great lyricist, but Tupac to me had the total package overall. I put him second behind Jay. I got Biggie third, Nas, then I got Common. They're my top five, man.
Okay.
Andre 3000.
I thought you would give it to Biggie too, because he represents the big
most
boys.
people think that, but I know I'm from up top, but
he represented the big boys too, man.
Hey man, listen, dog, baby, come on, man. See, first of all, I'm old school.
Right.
When I was trying to do my pledges thing, I'm gonna hit you in the head now. Sitting in my room with my smoker jacket on, fireplace is burning and the girlies is warm. Okay, I'm a heavy D guy. Overweight lover in the house. Overweight lover in the house. See, that's my stuff.
No. Oh my God. Hey, we gotta get out of here, but y'all know it's the one and only Andre Gould. Man, I appreciate you coming on, Coach.
I appreciate you allowing me to come on, man.
Man, we got to catch up because we got to talk about overseas, right?
Yeah, man. Poppy, I told Poppy, now come on. I'm ready. Listen, man. That's what I do. And I'm getting ready to make these moves and shit. So, obviously, we're gonna get to touch base on that for sure. And let me just say this to you, man, before I get off this thing, man. You're doing a great job. I appreciate your product. I appreciate your outlet. And you've always showed me and my players love. Coming in, even when you need the scholarship, if you Coach Gould couldn't afford all of them. You've always taken care of our kids, man. And you're an advocate for them, man. I appreciate it. And I appreciate the history. And what people don't realize, man, you're the first, you're a trendsetter too. You're one of the first guys to go out there and do it on both sides at the same time. Both girls and boys. Everybody say, he crazy, can't do it. But you did it. And, just keep working hard, man. Keep pulling us together. And, we're going to support you, man. It's all love. And whatever you need me to do, man, I'm here for you, man. But again, thank you for inviting me. You want to invite me back, man? We got a lot more to talk about, man. But I enjoyed it.
We got more to talk about. You're going to be my first guest that I bring on twice.
Yeah. But I got to get back to that verses, man. We got a whole lot more to talk about them verses, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to let you go ahead and finish that bag, though.
No, the bag gone. I'm going to go some real food, man. I'm going to tell you, I was just trying to get through, man, because I got in late. I was just trying to get through. You know what I'm saying?
All right, good, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Hey, Lamont, appreciate you guys again, man. And, tell Poppy that I said I'll talk to him later. All right?
All right, man.
All right, Chief. Appreciate you, man. I'm assuming you ending this now. I don't know how to do all that ending stuff.
I'm going to end it because you ain't going to stop talking. So I'm just.
You already know, so you better go ahead, man. Come on, so I can keep my food. All right, boy. Be good, man.
Yes, sir.